Hello everyone, how you all doing? This is my reaction video to the poor 16-year-old lad who sadly lost his life trying to get to Britain and try to have a better life for himself. Uh, now, from knowing refugees myself and getting to know them personally, it does upset me because a lot of the people that do attack refugees, and I don't mean physically, but also like they have got them online. A lot of them fail to have never met them or have never got to know, never seen them. I don't think, or if they have seen them, they've fallen for this stereotype. And the right wing press is notorious for creating stereotypes of different people. I mean, we saw it with what happened with the disabled people about 10 years ago when anyone with a disability that didn't work was feckless and lazy. Called them shakers. And it ended up to the point where a lot of disabled people lost their lives through very harsh assessments. Yet, we haven't learned anything. It seems like blame gets passed on to someone else. Rather than trying to solve problems and trying to fix things, people are more bothered about blaming someone else for it. And that does worry me because we should be a compassionate nation, and we shouldn't have the likes of Stephen Lennon who can make an absolute fortune by peddling lies and hate to his followers, and yet we are seeing kind of students racking massive amount of debts to be doctors and to be nurses. And this is the sad truth of it, that we are living in a nation where it's the I where it's the what about make culture. And it just worries me. We need to step back and start thinking about everyone. We need to start becoming a society again rather than a individuals, because the problem with individuals are, and the I'm all right attitude is, yeah, you're all right until something goes wrong, then you're not. And that means anything from job redundancies or an illness or an accident that makes you no longer able to work in the job you are, then you are claiming. And it's the same for refugees. I know a lot of refugees, and I won't name them because I'm not, I know that there are, some of them don't want them to know where they are for obvious reasons. But some of them are doctors, some of them are nurses, teachers, journalists, loads of a broad spectrum of highly skilled people who, and through no fault of their own, either in one case that I know of, a couple who were gay, and being gay in their country was a death sentence. So they had to flee because if they didn't, they would be executed. These are the kind of people that are fleeing to England, and they're not here to claim benefits, because I talk to a lot of people who work within the asylum kind of charities and helping people out, and a lot of what is claimed is actually inaccurate. If you're very lucky, you might get a basic accommodation, and I mean basic. You may get a one-bedroom flat while they try and help you out while you are claiming, but there's nothing there that it's not like this like gold-plated system that everyone thinks it is. It's horrible. I mean, I was once talking to someone who was saying about how some of the refugees she was working with, they they couldn't even get access to a gym because they couldn't afford to pay a couple of quid to go to the swimming baths. Think about that. Think about it. We have this big drive at the minute to try and get everyone to lose weight, and yet refugees can't afford a couple of quid a day to go swimming. Something that like a lot of people take for granted. So that is that is kind of my point. Is that a lot of people, there's a lot of misinformation, and it's usually the people that are doing the misinformation are the people who are the nasty people. I call them the nasty party. They are trying to make out that everyone is is out for their own self-interests. When usually you find it's the ones that are claiming that are the ones that are the most corrupt. And all I'm saying is here, if you do believe in that mindset, and you give me loads of like daft arguments that are fruitless or baseless, because I've seen them, I've seen the arguments. They are the most baseless argument I've ever seen. Usually they're based on lies that have been told to you by right-wing media, or they've been gross exaggerations. And they're not, they're completely the opposite of what people think. So all I'm going to say to you guys is, someone died. So please bear in mind that that is a human life. Regardless of what you believe, whether they were there or not, they were there because they genuinely wanted to escape from their situation. They wanted to try and have a better life where they were safe. And in the end, it cost them, they end up dying. Is someone's death worth this whole Britain first kind of no more foreigners? Is that worth it? Or maybe, just maybe, if we actually were patient with people, learnt from each other, then maybe we wouldn't need to do that. We wouldn't need the tribalism. So here you go then. That's my talk, and I hope people agree with me, but there you go. Bye.